by the Basketball Insider.
What's up?
Yes.
What's up, bro?
How's everybody been good?
Yeah, man. You?
Good.
Had a tough weekend, but we here.
Yeah, we'll get to your weekend shortly. Don't
I
worry.
want to know about your weekend.
Oh,
I saw a little sneak peek on Instagram.
Doing your Fire Festival weekend.
Hey man, it's been tough, man.
Yeah?
But hey,
You want to get us started with your weekend?
no. Listen, man. So, I mean, we got this ready. We got us here.
We made
Off
it.
the
Good
court
company.
on
Great
Monday.
company.
Monday.
Less than a week, but we good.
We put this all together real quick.
Real quick.
That's true. Like we like it was an idea last week, and then it's just like here.
I mean, that's how you gotta get things done.
We came to this place, we saw it, and we're just like, this is it.
Yeah.
I
This
still
is-
remember hearing you talk like at work with you, and I'm like, "What are you guys talking about?" And I
Yeah.
was like, "I'm in."
Well, actually, now that you say it, we should introduce ourselves because nobody knows who we are.
Nobody knows.
Everybody just sees us here is like, yo, who's these four people?
Yeah, like who
Well, I basically don't know you guys because you're not wearing your mask and we're not wearing our uniforms. So now it's my time to get to know the real you.
Our time to shine.
Because
Let's go.
everybody looks so different without half of your face.
Hey, it is what it is.
So, hey, ladies first, introduce
There we
yourselves.
go.
All
Annabella?
right. Annabella. My name's Annabella. I go by Bella.
What's
And
up, Bella?
I'm from Venezuela, but I grew up in Miami.
It's
Miami, Pembroke Pines, but nobody knows Pembroke Pines. It's Miami.
just in Miami.
Miami,
Just in
after all.
Miami.
Just say Miami.
Miami. And, I love these guys.
How old are you?
Oh, God. I am just turned 27.
Okay.
You just turned 27?
Yeah.
For real?
Kind of. In July.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
But
okay.
ever since July, everything has been like
So quick,
So
yeah.
I'm just like, took me a minute to figure out how old I am.
We good?
Because it is powered by the Basketball Insider, and we're going to be talking a lot about basketball. Who's your favorite basketball player of all time?
Okay. I have to say, to give him credit, I have to say Shaq.
Oh,
okay.
that's a curveball.
When I first moved to Miami,
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about anything.
Of course.
And I remember Shaq was invited to my middle school. I went to middle school in Pines
Oh,
Middle in
wow.
Pembroke Pines. And I was like, who's this tall guy? And then he gave talks about eating healthy, this and that. And then from him, I found out about the Miami Heat. And then from then on, I started finding out about other teams. So Shaq basically opened the door for me
That's
Oh,
awesome.
for
Okay.
sports.
That's
So-
amazing.
That's solid.
and he's so funny. Like,
He's hilarious.
Yeah.
not only
That-
great athlete, but he's just so funny. Like, I can see him, like, talking to him. Maybe he can come in the show one day.
hopefully, maybe one day.
It's
Yeah.
funny though how he went from like a basketball player to a police officer to whatever.
PhD.
Yeah, to a PhD. You know?
We got a PhD.
And now a
yeah.
broadcaster on TNT. So
Oh, yeah.
He's everywhere. And a DJ. How can
And
we
a DJ.
how can we
And he's
forget
in a
that?
lot
Yeah.
of commercials, too,
Yeah,
still.
Yeah.
That's
Icy
true.
Hot,
Icy
Hey,
hot.
listen,
the General Insurance.
Everything.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So Shaq is great.
On to you.
Hello. My name is Cindy. I was born and raised here in Miami.
Not Pembroke Pines. right?
Not Pembroke
Okay,
Pines.
okay.
Miami,
Hey, listen.
Florida. What else? I'm a runner. I do a lot of running on the side.
Hey, Cindy.
Yes.
How was our competition last week?
Listen, I don't play basketball, so I don't. I don't.
Cheat, bro.
Not
I'm telling you.
It's
cheating.
hard
You
to
cheat,
close the
bro.
circles.
You give
I-
it to your dog and you go fetch.
I
Go
don't
ahead.
got no dog. I don't know what you're talking
cat.
about.
I
Wait,
lost to
wait,
you the
Games.
first day because the first day he already got all his points. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
It's impossible
I-
for you to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. And
What are you
nobody-
talking? If Kobe did it, Kobe woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
Right?
And he did
I'm
1,000.
3 hours after him.
He
It
said
was
he
like
did
1,000
1,000 shots per day. I see. He
Yeah.
said in the ridiculous show. Per
Yeah.
day. But he said he didn't miss
So-
it after he
Hey,
retired.
listen.
Sorry, I didn't mean to take away from
Oh,
your
no, you're good.
introduction, but I just
I'm
wanted to
horrible
know,
at introduction.
how did that competition go? Tell the fans.
Danny won. There's
Again.
no ifs, ands, or buts.
He won again.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just had to throw it out. there.
It's okay. I'll come back sometime.
It's motivating.
I can play basketball somewhat. Around the world
Hey,
counts.
I told you guys when we go to UM, you guys can do your running upstairs. Come play basketball with us.
That would be
and
great.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Get your steps in, and then you
Get-
guys will keep up with the 4,200.
If it means
I did
beating
close
you,
my
I
rings
will.
today.
I'm so
all
proud of you.
3 of them.
Honestly, I didn't close my rings today
you
because I had a long
did
week
not.
last week.
That's
I took
true.
a day off today.
Okay.
Mine's are like a I don't even want to.
We have to restart it because I haven't done anything.
No, but since we're talking about this,
Yeah.
Harold,
Oh, that's
we need to get. He has an Apple Watch. Is it set
I
up?
do.
No.
Wait,
So we
you
have to set it up for
Yeah.
you.
Does remember he said he
Oh.
was gonna do
I
it.
just
Oh,
don't.
right.
I just don't wear it, bro.
Well,
It's uncomfortable for me.
it's time for you to wear it, and it's time for us to compete.
I
All of
think.
us.
Y'all don't want this work. I'm telling y'all.
No,
Like,
last
don't
week.
want
don't
this
say
word?
anything. Just
You
bring
don't want
it,
this
and
word.
we'll do the rest.
I said I was gonna charge it.
Yeah,
You did.
last
never
week he
did.
said he was gonna charge it, and then he was gonna prove to us that he would win so easily.
It's just so
I remember.
comfortable.
Oh man,
It's like I have facts.
Cindy, who's your favorite basketball player of all time?
So mine changes all the time, but like of all time,
All time.
forever,
Ever,
Michael
ever.
Jordan. He is
Okay.
the
Okay.
number one. He was how I got introduced to basketball because of Space Jam,
Okay.
which is the 25th anniversary
Yes, sir.
today.
Came
Congratulations.
out
the
November
original-
15th.
November
November 15th, 1996.
It did.
Crazy.
But yeah, I love him. I think he is forever the greatest. Not LeBron. Sorry for those who think so.
Wow. Okay.
You sound like
That-
somebody I know.
I know.
That's a topic of debate for another day.
That's a topic. Yeah, for sure.
Well, I don't see anybody creating other Jordans or any other type of shoes
True.
True.
like that.
True.
So,
That's very true.
He definitely changed the game.
so yeah, so I'd have to say Michael Jordan.
Nice.
Yeah.
And did you say how old you were?
Oh, I am 28. I just turned 28.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Happy belated birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Happy
Thank you, guys.
What sign are you?
I am a Scorpio.
A Scorpio.
What sign are you?
Huh?
What sign are you?
Oh, I'm Cancer.
I don't know
Warming,
any of this.
emotional, but I'm super warming. I like to take care of people.
Very cool.
I'm an Aries. I don't know anything about it, but
For real.
if y'all know,
No, but
Well,
that,
I do know that Scorpios and Aries are apparently arch nemesis. So
Really?
apparently we're not supposed to get along. Yeah.
oh, but
If
I
it's
think we
anything
get
I
get
know
along
about
so
astrology,
well.
it's that.
That changed that for sure.
it.
That changed that for sure.
no, but you guys get along super
I know.
well.
Yeah,
Danny's
we're-
great.
We're the homies.
Yeah.
Wow,
Um,
that sounded so crisp.
ASMR with
Yeah.
Danny and Cindy.
Go ahead.
You're
Danny.
ahead. No,
No, you
I'll,
go ahead.
I'm saving the best for last.
Oh, okay. My fault. All right. So my name is Harold. Born and raised in 305 Miami-Dade County.
Hey.
You already know what it
Wade
is?
County.
Yes, sir.
He said that's so nice.
Yeah. Fun
And
fact
then-
about me, I mean, honestly, played football, got hurt, got out. Favorite basketball player of all time is obviously Wade County, as you mentioned.
Yes, sir.
Dwayne Wade, the number 3, the GOAT. I don't care what anybody says, the GOAT.
Okay. The goat of
Miami.
Miami or
The
the
General.
greatest basketball player of all
General,
time
The one and only.
for me.
for you?
For
Okay,
me.
fine. I respect that.
For me.
But like, who is the greatest basketball player of all time?
We, hey, man, listen.
Kobe.
RP, yeah, Kobe,
Sorry, guys.
Jordan, LeBron, bro. I mean, I'll have to say probably Michael Jordan.
Okay. I'm on the same wavelength as you.
It is what it is.
But like I said, it's a topic of debate for
Our
For another
podcast.
day.
But I feel like for our generation is LeBron.
Yeah.
How's that? Kobe.
Mm,
Kobe LeBron.
I'm
Mm.
still on the MJ.
For real?
Yeah. I'm still on, as MJ is the greatest basketball player of all time. LeBron still has a couple chips, couple MVPs. I don't know if he's going to get to the MVP anymore, but the championships will do.
Yeah. It is what it is. Though.
Yeah, man. When did you start watching basketball?
2006, when the first one, the Heat.
Oh, okay.
I was 6 years old. Yeah, I'm 21, guys.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
I'm not 40.
Wait, you were 6 in 2006?
You were 6.
You were 6?
Yeah.
Crazy.
I
the
was
first
12.
and
I
then
was 13.
I got introduced to basketball because of my dad, and then obviously the one 2012, 2013 back to back.
Yeah.
Went to the parade. LeBron said hi to me.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
Hey.
awesome.
back at the bus.
That's nice.
Yeah, I mean,
That's really
I wish
cool.
LeBron said hi to me too.
I wish it was doing Wade, but okay, it's the same. Exposed to her,
Would you have cried?
probably. I would have been looking like a fangirl for sure.
That's
fair.
really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man,
That's amazing.
we in there.
Although, even though we're having this conversation, I love and forever will love Kobe. Like,
For
That's
sure.
true.
he
Yes,
just,
sir.
even just beyond basketball, like his whole story on how he became who he is can
Yeah.
inspire anybody in any field, in any.
And what he was doing for women's
Ba-
sports.
I loved
Motivation,
what he was
yeah.
doing for.
Like he
WNBA,
was
yeah.
really trying to change the game for that.
Yeah.
Especially with Gigi too. So
Yeah, so we were saying like had she like gone on to play basketball, she probably would have been like one of the greatest.
one of the
Oh,
greatest.
Yeah.
Like having Kobe as her dad, like
I
you
know.
can't.
Can you
Coach,
imagine?
like legit coach.
And
dad.
she wanted to play.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
had the same mentality as him. Like if you would watch those videos, like she would just show no emotion.
Yeah.
Ruthless.
Ruthless. It was
Ruthless.
literally just like how Kobe played. Like no smiling, just like locked in at all times. Like it was insane.
Biting your jersey.
Yeah, biting the jersey.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
So yeah, I definitely.
And
I
she
agree
was
with
so
you.
young, and for her to have that ambition,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
like amazing,
Yeah, she would wake up with Kobe at 3-4 o'clock in the morning and,
and just
practice
do
with
it.
him. Like
Yeah.
nuts. Yeah. I'm Danny or Daniel, whatever you guys want to call me. I go by Danny nowadays.
We love Danny.
Does anybody call you Daniel?
My mom, when she gets
Oh,
mad,
wow. Oh, when she gets mad.
Daniel.
Daniel?
but she says it in like
Daniel.
in her Hebrew accent. So
How did she say it?
Danielle,
Danielle.
like very strict.
That
Oh,
sounds
Oh, wow.
scary.
Yeah, that's-
Imagine you coming home. Danielle, come here. Oh,
It's like crap
You know
is
you're in
about to go
trouble.
down.
So in trouble. 25 years old. I was born in New York. Moved to Toronto when I was 10. Toronto is home for me. But then moved to Miami for school here, and I've just been here ever since, and just love it down here. How can you not love the city of Miami? And I got to meet these people. We started our first episode today. It's
yes,
a
sir. Yes, sir.
big time. And my favorite basketball player of all time is LeBron James. Like Harold said, what he did for our generation, just his mentality, his aggressiveness. I just love LeBron. MJ's still my GOAT, but LeBron for me is my favorite player. I watch every single one of his games. I don't think I missed one. I might miss tonight's game for this podcast. So this
You'll
that's
That is
it.
understand.
true. That's a real fan right there.
Real fan.
Hey,
But yeah,
But that's good.
yeah. Well,
I feel like some people it's that debate so quickly, like not LeBron, but
yeah.
it's like, wait, but LeBron's good too.
Yeah,
I'm
it's-
not
it's-
saying he's not good. I just think he's a little overrated.
I just like.
Oh, overrated.
Whoa.
Whoa.
We starting off like this? That's what we're saying?
Hey,
Overrated?
please let's keep this topic.
let's
For-
actually
for
keep
There's
this
a
talk
lot
for
to
another.
say.
Hey,
This is
remember,
like a whole hour
remember my
conversation.
idea? We can get each one's a minute and 15 seconds. Do a
True.
little debate,
True.
That's
Well,
true.
and
well,
the best will win.
That's a
well-
good first one.
That is a good first
For
one.
sure.
But we need to remember what she said, that he's overrated. Like
You're that
Word
he's
for
over.
word.
LeBron's overrated, and you say whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah. I mean, I just said it because it's generation preferences. So.
True. But you see, okay, I just want to say one thing though. I actually don't like the GOAT debate because I've read like multiple people where they said that we should just respect each generation's GOAT.
True.
Exactly.
That's true. I
So
agree.
like the 80s was Magic,
Yeah.
90s,
Magic Bird, I
yeah,
guess.
Magic Bird, 90s was MJ, the 2000s was Kobe, 2010s was LeBron,
LeBron.
and 2020s I guess we'll find out soon.
Who
but,
do you guys predict will be like in 2020?
Stuff.
Steph Curry?
mm,
I mean, I feel like he's already up. He's
He's
been
already
up
up
there.
there.
Yeah,
But I
even in
mean-
the 2010s.
yeah, I don't think it's gonna
'Cause
be
he-
Steph.
This started getting hot when? Like 2017 ish?
No, 2014.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2014. If anything, it will be Giannis or Luca.
Ooh.
Those are gonna be for the 2020s. One of
I'll
those.
say more Luca than Giannis.
Yeah,
Giannis
yeah,
is in
true.
his prime right now.
True.
It's-
I can agree with that. But there's so much talent in the NBA right now. Like, it can go to anybody.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Like even Jalen Green. I'm just
Hey,
saying.
listen,
I know that's your
hey,
boy, but
hey, man, come on, man.
Or it could be
Go.
somebody fresh out of college, and you
true.
And you pick
Somebody
and-
that we don't even know.
that we don't
is
even
in
know the
right now.
name.
So
Yeah.
that's just my opinion with the GOAT debate. But I'm gonna remember
Okay.
that overrated part.
Overrated.
'cause-
That's expression overrated.
Section 115.
Overrated.
Who heard that?
Overrated.
Who heard that?
Hey, but to make myself clear, I think he's an amazing player. Like, he deserves all the fame he gets.
Yeah.
I just don't know. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's players that are better than him right now.
I'm gone.
He also
I'm
ruined
leaving.
Space Jam 2,
Someone's
so I'm
frozen.
sorry. I gotta
No,
say
Okay,
it.
that I can agree
yes,
with you.
that's 100%. That's no.
That was a bad move.
They should have just kept it as 1 and that's it, not 2.
I think I fell asleep.
Question is, would they make it 3?
With who?
It had its moments. It wasn't
You
bad.
could-
Nah, it was bad.
no, it was bad.
I
It was
still
bad.
haven't seen it just because I love the original one so much.
Don't watch it.
Don't
That I
watch
was
Don't
like,
watch
it.
If,
It's
if, if you're not trying to get your heart broken, don't watch it.
True.
Seriously,
Because it's
it's just not the same.
too much technology.
Yeah,
I was
It's too
gonna
much,
ask
like, in the
that because that's how some
digital-
people felt
Too much,
about
too
the new
much.
Star Wars movies. That it
Yeah.
was way too much technology and like not enough storyline.
Yeah. No,
I
it was
like-
too much.
I liked it. I liked the story, like with the sun
I
and
felt like
bringing
that portrays
him
real
in,
life.
all
though.
of that, but I just didn't like how they did it. Like the whole like
Like game animation.
yeah,
Mm.
that was kind of odd.
I felt like they also like were too much on that one game.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like majority of the movie just like was that game. Like it's like
And what about
MJ's
else?
was so much more.
Yeah.
I don't know. I definitely did not like that movie.
At all.
Wouldn't watch it
I
again.
wouldn't watch it again.
I showed my
Well, now I
nieces
know not to watch
when
it.
I was in Canada this summer Space Jam, and they're like, oh, like we want to watch like my eldest niece, like she knew about like LeBron. She's like, oh, I want to watch the LeBron one. I'm like, you know what? That one was really good. no
Don't do
need
it.
for you to watch the
Don't do
LeBron
it.
one.
This is
Don't
all
make
you
it-
need to
please don't
worry
make her do it.
No need. You're just follow MJ. Now all she talks
And
about is
that's it,
Michael
yeah,
Jordan.
Because that's I don't know, man. That boy,
that's a legendary.
his
movie.
acting career is not the same as his basketball career.
That's true.
For
That's
sure.
true. 100%. So I also want to talk, like, to tell our fans how this podcast came into fruition. So we all work together, and Harold and I were just, talking hoops,
Yeah.
having our conversation, and both Cindy and Annabella were there just, like, listening to us go back and forth. And I literally just stopped Harold in the middle of his sentence. I'm like, man, like, A, you have the voice for a podcast, and B,
He does
I don't think so.
completely.
you should be on a podcast. So that's how that came. And Cindy was there, and both Cindy and Annabella are really good with like the tech and the microphones and the editing and all of that. And we just said, like, let's just all
me get my
be on the
tissues.
podcast together and edit it together. So very grateful. Like we're each gonna say why we wanted to start our podcast, but I think it's important for you guys to know the background of how this came together, and I'm truly excited for this to happen. So
New
thank
journey.
you guys. New journey. So
Me too.
let's quickly share why each one of us wanted to start a podcast. So again, ladies first, Annabella.
Start. Thank you. Well, I won't lie. I love going to work early to see you guys because Harold, you make everybody laugh all the time.
That's
Hey,
facts.
listen, hey, listen,
Yeah.
listen.
You get everybody.
Harold on 3.
I might need my own
Harold.
special soon. You know?
Like you make everybody just like instead of feeling awkward, like you break the ice.
True.
So I enjoy coming early. And you, Danny, I always have a soft spot for you because you trained me at the job. Like I was so nervous for some reason, and Danny was just like, "You got this," and I was like, "Thank you, Danny." Like
I didn't throw you in the fire. Don't worry.
you're great. And then you, Cindy, I was just like, I want to be friends with this girl, like outside of work, like not just coworkers. And you guys are so easy to talk to. And I overheard you talking about the idea, and I was like, hey, I know that, and I want to spend time with you guys. So
Yeah.
let's do it.
Here we
We're
are.
happy you're here.
Here
Yeah.
we are.
100%. And
Like-
we know how much you're good with the broadcasting. and-
Well, when I
and
met
all
you,
that.
I was like, oh, obviously, I don't know anybody. My first day
Yeah.
on the job. And Danny was like, hey, I saw you from our college news channel. And I'm like, what?
Yep, that definitely happened. We were definitely at UM at the same time, so it helped on that end. Cindy.
So kind of the same reason that you said. You guys are awesome, and I think it's cool. Like every time that we're at work, we can get into these conversations, and it's just so funny, and like it's always so lighthearted, and we get into like different topics all the time. So I thought it'd be cool because we have good chemistry,
Yep.
even
For
as
sure.
coworkers.
For sure, for sure.
And a podcast is something I've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
I think it's so cool to be able to have somewhere you can actually talk to a camera and people will actually listen to what you're gonna say. So yeah, that's my reason for that.
Amazing. We're also happy to have you.
Well,
For
I'm
sure.
happy to be here with you guys.
You're so cute.
Hello?
My turn. All right. So I mean, as you said before, my voice, which I don't think
10 out of 10.
I don't think
12 out of 10.
Oh wow. Okay. And obviously, this whole quarantine thing started, and I feel like the way to watching YouTube videos and then watching podcasts, different type of podcasts, they talk about different type of stuff. So I mean, as Danny said, we just clicked, started talking about sports and different other topics, and he actually threw the idea out like, hey, let's do this podcast. I was like, all right, man, I'm down. I'm excited. And here we are.
Here we are. We're in it.
And here we are.
Man.
And here we are.
I love it. We're also happy to have you.
Thank you.
You know what? We need to do a side-by-side of Shaq talking on NBA TNT.
Oh, Lord.
Harold,
And
man.
Harold.
I was just listening to Harold speak right now. I'm like, wow, like I hear Shaq like in the back of my
Yeah,
head.
close your eyes and then
Hey,
have
close your
Harold talk.
eyes and you hear, and hey, they both wear glasses too, so
All
it's
I, need,
perfect.
all I need is a suit. My PhD.
Hey.
That's all I need. We're in there.
PhD.
next for episode 2, you're coming in a suit
Oh, Lord. All right, I'll do it.
with a tie.
I'll do it.
All right,
Oh my
bet.
God.
And you have to come in late because Shaq likes to come in late.
All right,
Oh, yeah, he does.
I'll come in late.
Just blame it on the traffic.
Screw it. Yeah,
Blame it
yeah.
on the something that I want to hear about your weekend after you.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
true.
Lord.
We're
Talk
we're
about
gonna get
traffic.
there.
Fire
Talk about
festival.
traffic.
Let's not do that, man.
So I don't know if you guys know, but I had my podcast for the Basketball Insider about I want to say 2 years ago. Went back and forth with it. Didn't really have the time. Didn't really have the equipment. That was like the number one thing was the equipment. Like I've always wanted to do it on YouTube, and with the cameras. And when I did it by myself, I was like, not the right path right now. So just being here, like in the studio with the cameras, with the mics, with you guys, like this is really the perfect opportunity to start the podcast. And I'm happy that it's called Off the Court.
Off the
And yeah,
it.
I can't wait. Can't wait to see where this will lead us. So
And we're happy to have you.
Yes, sir.
Super,
Thank you.
super
Thank
excited.
you.
Our seed for the idea.
Yes,
You.
sir. Hands down.
listen, yeah. So that's that. So we have Annabella, Cindy, Harold, and Danny. This is Off the Court, episode number 1, powered by the Basketball Insider. We're truly excited, and yeah, now we're gonna get into the real stuff. We introduced ourselves, but before we get into the topics, as we've been talking about, something happened to Harold this weekend.
Something crazy.
A classic Saturday night in Miami.
Miami.
If you guys don't know what it's like in Miami, Harold's about to share a story of what it's like.
I mean,
Yeah.
hey, listen, it happens, man. So it's a casual Saturday night, roughly 11, 12 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
Me and my friends just running scooters out through Biscayne Boulevard,
Nice.
going all over the place. We go through Brickell in the scooter, and as I see to my right, I see just flames.
Somebody
And
drop a diss track or something.
Welcome to
Drake-
Miami.
Drake does the deluxe for some other boy. So I tell one of my friends, I'm like, hey, listen, I think there's a fire going on. They're like, what do you mean? I'm like, bro, look. Yo, but how come the car got off? So as soon as we all look, fighters, police is right across the bridge. The car is literally on fire. It's just, like exploding, like
That's crazy.
flames. You got 4 to 5 firefighters trying to fight the fire out. You got 3 or 4 cops blocking off the bridge. Nobody can go over. Nothing.
Oh my God. And if anybody knows, like, that road is tiny.
It's tiny.
And it's so trafficated. Like, people are going over that bridge constantly.
For sure.
And if anything stops that traffic, like,
It's
you're done. Yeah.
Done. So one of my friends decided he's smart enough to go almost to the top of the bridge and start recording.
Oh my
There's always one of those.
Exactly.
For real.
So I'm like more of the dad of the group. So all I hear over the radio is the cops. Hey, listen, you and whatever it is, get off the bridge.
Oh no. Way.
You heard the
Oh,
cops
wow.
Yeah,
say
like get off the bridge. Don't you see there's clearly a fire? And obviously there's a fire. So
he's
you don't
like,
know.
I know. That's why I'm
Exactly.
here.
So he's like, he's recording, and I'm like, bro, get off the bridge. The cops are legit on their way coming to get you. So me and my friends were on the bottom part of the bridge. He had to get his scooter, throw it over the little like to go to the sidewalk before the cops came.
Wow.
So it's like, I'm like, how is this? First off, I don't know how the fire started.
Right.
So all you see is like, obviously it's Miami. So you get to see a group of people just recording and telling your
Everybody.
friends, taking pictures, obviously. So it's like, man, and it's near a building too.
Yeah.
So what I was scared of was the fire hitting one of the palm trees
Right.
of the
Oh
building
yeah.
and causing that whole thing to
Yeah.
go down. And plus the fire was near a balcony too.
That's crazy.
That's
So,
so
yeah.
scary.
But
Yeah.
nothing happened.
Nah, thank God. Nobody got hurt, obviously.
Yeah.
Got out the car.
That's good.
But it's,
And we're happy you're okay, Harold.
yeah, no, we're
'cause
good. No,
Yeah.
we're in
You're
there.
an integral part of this
We're good,
podcast.
we're good, we're good, we're good.
You're the voice.
Yeah,
You're the
we're good.
voice.
Hey, listen, I'm here.
You're here.
But-
What it is.
Funny enough, when I saw that, when you posted that on Instagram, I actually had a little flashback because if it's Miami, I'm like, is it becoming normal to see cars on fire?
I've actually been through that, actually.
Because
One of my cars got on fire,
there you go.
honestly.
How did that happen?
So I bought this car from a lady for like $2,500. The car was a rebuild, so I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Took out the license plate, insurance, tags, everything. I go get a car washed. As I'm hitting the road, I go get a haircut. I'm chilling, or I'm listening to my music. Coming back, I start smelling smoke, and I have my windows down, so I'm thinking it's just a truck going by or whatever it is. And as I'm getting down the highway, I see like smoke coming through the air vents of the car, and I'm like, yo, this is not normal. And all of a sudden, my right headlight just burst. Bam! It was like a something weird was going on. Bam! It burst. So I had to get. I legit went through a road that it was a gas station and a motel. So my car was on fire near a gas station.
Oh,
Oh
my
my
god.
God.
So my first thing was I left. I put it in park. I got out and I walked away. Luckily, there's a guy to this day. He's my friend now.
Oh.
He came down with from the motel from a bucket, like the little trash cans that are in the hotel.
Yeah.
Hey, something.
full
of
of
water.
water. And at this point, I'm like, bro, I don't think that's gonna do nothing.
Right.
So my phone was dead. That's one of the things. My phone was dead. So I'm out here using my friend's phone. Yo, there's a fire going on. Boom, boom. And like 10 feet away, there was another car. A lady was inside the car. And I go rush into the car and knock on the window. Yo, you need to move. This could blow up at any second now. So as soon as the firefighters came and all that, like the heat of the tire just burst. Bam.
Right.
I'm thinking, oh Lord, the car
My
exploded.
gosh.
So the good thing was, I mean, I'm safe.
Thank God.
That's one
Yeah.
thing. And just the half of the car was just burned down.
Just
When was this?
Gone.
This was about like 6 months ago.
Oh,
Wait,
Yeah.
this was
this is
recent.
Yeah.
recent.
Yeah.
Well,
That's crazy.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna have a good weekend with my fresh cut.
your fresh new car.
Hey, listen, but everything happens for a reason. 2 weeks later, went to the dealership, got me a brand new car.
Amen.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I live by that motto, so
So-
thanks for saying that.
It is what it is, man.
And you
but
have a really nice car too. I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's true.
We all love your whip.
Lambo. You know what it is.
La
But nah,
Mulaga.
man. But you know what it is.
No, it
Typical
happens.
Miami.
I think 3 weeks ago I was on my way to work and I see the same thing. You know, if you're in Miami, 95 is like the worst highway
Yeah.
to be on, and there's always something happening, an accident, whatever. But this time it was backed up, and I'm like, okay, whatever. And then I see smoke, and then I'm like, okay, whatever. And then I get close, and it was a car completely on fire, and I really don't know if people made it because it was completely inside and.
That's so scary.
There were ambulances coming, everything, and before you know it, it was like on Instagram, like
Yeah.
people were sharing it.
For somebody who hasn't been in that position, it's like your
It's really
instincts has to
scary.
work
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
I put my car in park. I left nearly almost everything in the car. Boom.
'Cause you never know.
And I just walked out. I just ran as far away as possible.
That's so scary. I think I've only ever seen a car on fire once. I went to get my COVID shot,
Oh,
and I remember I was at the Walgreens, and the Walgreens had this window, and it was a Jeep that was in the middle of like an intersection, and he was about to turn to make the left. And as he was in the middle, I just see him get out, and the car just starts smoking.
flaming.
And like by the time I got out from my shot, like it was on fire. Like there was just flames everywhere.
Wow.
Not the Jeep. That's my
Yeah.
dream car.
And apparently Jeeps are notorious for catching fire.
Oh,
I
man.
don't know why, but
My homeboy has one.
Wait, I'm sad now because I actually
Yeah,
want a
that's
Jeep
right, you
Wrangler
want
in
a
the
Jeep.
future. This girl from work, I don't know. She's like, I have a Jeep. I'm like, what color is it? What
Yeah.
year? Well, yeah, that's my dream car. But
yeah.
I don't want fire.
Hey, it's Miami.
It is Miami.
Typical
Miami.
Saturday
That-
night.
that-
Miami's
that-
heat
That
is,
Vegas
like,
slogan, whatever happens in
high.
Miami stays in Miami. Whatever happens in Miami, hey, it's Miami.
It's Miami.
So,
Miami moment right there.
yes, sir.
Well, we're happy you're alive and well.
Yeah, we good. We good.
It's definitely a story that you had to share on,
For
on
sure.
the first episode. So
Yeah.
thank you for that.
There it is.
Every episode, every time, we'll share a Miami moment
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
with our audience.
Hopefully we don't have something that
For
extreme.
real.
I hope.
That
Yeah,
was
that's true.
intense.
It's a good, like, it's a funny story to tell, but I'm like going through it. You're like
Yeah.
major
Well,
PTSD.
talking about on fire. What about the Warriors?
The Warriors.
Mhm.
It's a nice segue.
Yeah, listen.
Really, let's get into
We
it.
gotta get in there.
Oh man, the Warriors. The Warriors are 11-2,
Yes.
best team in the NBA right now. They're hot
Key without
without
one of the Splash Brothers and one of the biggest, James Wiseman.
James Wiseman. Yep. So, yeah, it's amazing to see them back on the top. You know, it's funny because back in 2014, 15, whatever the first year was when they really started to put their be on the top, nobody liked the Warriors. Like nobody on the East Coast liked the Warriors,
Yeah.
especially when it was the LeBron and Curry rivalry.
Yeah, that was. I feel like that's an epic rivalry
One of the best.
that I've personally
Yeah.
witnessed.
Yeah, 100%.
Is either has been between the Miami Heat and Chicago Bulls era,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
or the Golden State versus Cleveland.
Yep. So just like back then, like I was so anti the Warriors. Like
Really?
yeah, I was like, don't get me wrong, I love Steph. Even now I love watching him play. But back then I was just like, I can't watch this team play. They're just like way too good like for TV. Like it's just insane. Like every shot he would put in goes in. Every shot Clay would put in go in. And that was before they got Kevin Durant. So putting Kevin Durant in the mix
It was
after his whole drama, I'm like, now I'm really done with y'all. Like,
Yeah.
like no more chips for y'all. And then they ended up getting two. But
But
that's
he's still
besides the
doing
point.
good.
Yeah.
When
So
they came to Miami not too long ago, Steph was just destroying
yeah.
Yeah.
Miami.
Best shooter. He just recently passed Ray Allen for most threes in the NBA.
For regular season
Yeah,
and
regular
playoffs.
season. Yeah.
I'm waiting for the regular season one. That's about to happen soon.
How long will you think?
Where are they coming back? Let me find out.
Probably like another 7 games.
You think
He
so?
averages like 6 a game. I think he's like
Solid.
maybe 60 away.
Ooh,
And he can hit that
Nah,
10
nah, he
10
could-
game.
bro, he wasn't like he can make. I feel like he can make about like 12. It depends on the team he plays though.
Yeah, that's true. But like once that team goes off, especially from quarters 1 to 3, they sit him the rest of the game. And
go
he
ahead.
gets that 9 in a game, 9 threes in a game, and they're like, "All right, go,
That's
you're off
it.
to the bench."
That's it. You're done.
But actually, did you watch last night's game? Did you guys watch?
No, I
I
didn't.
don't have enough time to.
Yeah,
Okay,
Alright,
so
coming soon.
I watched the Warriors and Hornets last night, and they lost. The Warriors lost
Yeah.
that game, and honestly, that was one of the worst games they had this year. I watched 90% of the Warriors games this season, and that was just bad basketball.
But it was a picture perfect shot though when he hit it from the
Oh,
corner.
From hat,
From the corner.
He says that one more.
on hat, like with the half court shot.
No.
At the buzzer?
He hit a corner shot.
Okay,
And before the ball even went in, he turned around and dapped up one of the
that was
fans.
in that game.
Was it?
You're mixing up the games. That was against Chicago.
Didn't they wear like the same jerseys though?
No,
No.
no.
No, I'm tripping though.
clearly that Saturday night got to you.
Hey,
'cause
listen. Hey, all the
Too much
smoke, all
fire
the smoke
for
I
one
inhaled.
night.
all this.
All the smoke that I inhaled. It was crazy.
But yeah, speaking of the Bulls too, like they're on top
Yes,
of
sir.
the East behind Washington. So it's like Washington, Brooklyn, and then Chicago. So I'm just happy the East is back in the mix.
Yeah, because I feel like for some time now, it was a dominant West.
Yeah. So now a lot of the superstars are in the East. It's a nice
The Big Three era I think is back
which for which team?
for Chicago.
Oh, for sure.
DeRozan, Caruso, Ball, or you
Yeah.
could put or
Levine.
yeah. But I like my Caruso. I like Alex Caruso.
Don't get me wrong, he's a good.
I like Alex Caruso. I don't care. I like Alex Caruso. That's the GOAT for the team.
I can't.
That's the GOAT.
Wait.
That's the GOAT.
That's it.
That's the GOAT. For that team, that's the GOAT. Zach LaVine who?
That crisp laugh. I love how the laugh is super crisp on this mic.
Hey.
Out of
Out of all,
out of all the players that Chicago has,
Caruso.
Caruso.
Yes, sir.
Okay, listen, he's a great player. LA, the Lakers messed up not re-signing him
Yeah.
this past offseason.
Yeah.
So the fact that now he's with Chicago with DeRozan, Levine, and Lonzo, I think it's a perfect spot. And clearly they're all meshing well together. But you said big three, and you went with
Caruso.
So,
Caruso.
oh, where's the other
Lonzo,
two?
And DeRozan?
Yeah.
Okay. What happened to Levine?
I don't know what that is. Caruso is
Caruso, and that's enough.
that jersey on the way. The jersey's on the way.
We're talking about jerseys.
Yeah, speaking of jerseys.
Speaking of jerseys,
yeah.
we
Speaking
have a
of
moment.
jerseys,
It's the
Today.
NBA's. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Well, it's the NBA's 75th anniversary.
So
Officially.
75
Clap it
great
up.
years.
Clap it up,
Yeah.
clap it
Great
up.
years.
So
It is a
they
great day.
decided to do the city edition for every single team in the NBA. They had to come up with one.
Hands down.
And which one's your favorite
And least favorite.
and least favorite?
I mean, we talked about it before we started. Chicago was up there. Chicago.
You're definitely getting the Caruso one with that.
Oh no, yeah, that's
Oh, okay,
that's hey, on the way.
Chicago
wouldn't
is
be
up
surprised.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chicago.
I like the Warriors. The Warriors is really nice. I
The-
think
I
the
don't
black
know.
with the yellow.
Not a fan.
Yeah, for sure.
Not a fan.
I'm not a fan.
Not
I'm
a
not a
fan.
fan.
Not a fan.
I think Atlanta's looks pretty cool.
Atlanta's
But
is
for me,
solid.
though, it's just, it reminds me of Rihanna's
Oh,
tattoo.
Lord.
Because it's literally placed on the same spot.
Yeah.
And it's,
Yeah.
to
but
be
the
honest,
color, like,
when we spoke about this earlier and you guys mentioned Rihanna's tattoos, I literally had to look it up on Google because I had no idea what you guys were
Really?
talking. Never seen it in my life.
such
But,
an iconic
It's a
tattoo.
great tattoo.
but
Yeah.
it's literally placed in the same spot
Yeah.
In
as,
the same
as where
spot.
the hawk
Where
is.
the hawk is.
Yeah.
When I
for the
literally
Atlanta.
saw the Atlantic jersey, I was like, oh, Rihanna's tattoo. But I was like, wait.
You got Atlanta. You got Charlotte. I like
Charlotte's
the little
fire.
fade.
Charlotte's
coming up.
fire. Houston, in
Ooh.
honor of Steve Francis,
Yes, sir.
Steve Francis era. I love that jersey, especially when you showed me the Jalen
Jalen
Green.
Green one. Ooh.
Fire.
I love the
Fire.
Lakers, too, like the purple.
The Lakers, yeah, the purple is nice. I think it's too simple, but it is nice. Like
They-
It's like the same scheme.
They should have
Yeah.
went back to the Kobe, the light blue.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
was it?
It
Navy
actually would have
blue?
been cooler.
With the bold letters. Like,
Yes.
white
yes,
and-
with
white
the
and
Los
outline blue.
Angeles like
Yeah.
that.
yeah.
That they should have went back to that.
Do you think maybe it's a nice jersey, but not for what today is supposed to be like the city?
I just don't know what it
was too-
represents.
I don't like
Yeah.
the scheme is the same. It's just
Yeah.
different colors.
Like you see for like Houston, there's a meaning behind it. For Miami,
I love the
Yeah.
Miami
The
The
one.
Miami one is cool.
Miami one is
I
very
love
cool.
the Miami
Customize
one.
your own.
Miami has to
customize
be
your
my
own.
favorite one.
The
Yeah.
story behind it,
Yes,
the,
sir.
It makes sense, like
so
for the
smart.
city edition.
Yeah.
The court is crazy as well.
the court
The
is
court is
court is
amazing.
fire. It's funny because in the beginning, I actually saw the Miami Heat jersey back in June. It was like
A little
trending
leak.
on Twitter.
Yeah.
I was on Twitter.
It
was.
was
Found it.
all over Twitter.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa, like what? How did they go from Vice to this? But
Yeah.
once you learn, like once you hear the story behind it, like it's just unique to every player.
Just how the
and
players
brings
got
up
to pick their own
Yeah.
number.
each letter and
Yeah.
each number
Yep.
was
Yeah.
And that it like literally was a mashup of
Yeah.
of all the Heat's previous jerseys and even current jerseys. So I thought it was a fantastic idea. Great job on their end for that.
And I also think it's cool because like they let the fans also do the same
Their
things that
own.
the players did.
Yep.
true.
So it's like I don't know, it's personal. So you get to
Yeah.
customize your jersey like however you want it.
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
Would
Yeah.
you would have liked it if the name on the back was the same as like you could pick your different fonts for your last name?
That would have been cool.
That would have been
very
fire,
cool.
huh? I was
Kind of
thinking
like
about it.
how you mean how the front is.
How it is in the front,
Yeah.
have it in the
Put it in the
back.
I just feel like at the end it would have just been a lot of different.
A lot of
colors,
mix.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it was good that they didn't.
I
But
feel
I
like
mean,
the
it
name-
could've been
That's
I
a solid.
think that the font in the lettering was like a break. You get the numbers and the
Yeah.
name Miami, and then in the back it's like, okay,
It would have been
enough.
It would have been cool if those like the new jerseys had the logo in the front, like the ball with the fire,
Yeah,
and then in the back you got to do the
Your
mix
own-
and match
yeah.
of the name.
solid. I like
That'd
the
be cool
Bucks.
too.
The Bucks is
The Bucks.
bro. You can't like this color scheme. Is
It's
fire.
reminds me of the Ray Allen days, right? It was that
Yeah.
era. But
White,
okay,
purple.
it's okay. It's
I like
not.
it though.
It's not one of my favorites.
What I
but-
don't like is the Dallas one. I don't like that. Or OKC.
Okay,
OKC
see,
is
looks
just
like a
all
soccer
white jersey.
I had
Like a
their
soccer
older
jersey.
one was already
All
like
white.
simple looking, and this one was just like
all white.
Yeah.
All
Did they
white.
miss?
All white. Like I hope none of those players wear all white shoes. Like
Nah, they probably bring out.
But
some-
even the lettering was like
That's
Yeah,
how
it
it
was-
reminds
vertical.
me, Yeah,
I like how it looked before, but now it's like
But I feel
did
like that's-
somebody sleep on their
Hey,
woke up too late that day
whoever
to
the
design?
creative director is, hey, bro, step up.
yeah, they
I feel like they did it probably because of the shoes, probably to bring out the shoes, but
yeah.
it's made no sense.
I personally love the Toronto Raptors. Their collaboration with Drake and OVO.
Drizzy,
that's
And-
true.
shout out to Drizzy.
Shout out to Drizzy.
Drizzy.
If you're watching this.
So shout out.
Goals.
Today's the 10-year
Love you,
anniversary
Drizzy.
of
Yes,
Take-
sir.
Manifest it,
sir.
guys.
So that's
Let
you.
him watch it.
We want the deluxe album.
We want- Nah, we're okay.
No, I want.
I wanted to.
Yeah.
And the fact that they had like the old Raptor in
Yeah.
the front of the jersey mixed with the OVO color scheme, I thought that
Black and
was
gold.
A1.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna get my hands on that one.
I got you.
But
Does
you
he
see,
go to a lot of Raptors games?
pardon me. Say that one.
Does he go to a lot of Raptors games?
He used to go to a lot more. Now he just goes to the big games of the year.
My boy Eric Drake all over the world now.
Yeah, Eric
True.
Drake.
Come
You
on
know,
now.
he doesn't
Can't
have
believe I
to.
missed him when he went to UM.
Yeah. Ooh.
You know.
I was in class and like nobody even knew what was happening, and by the time I found out, he was gone.
Wait, I actually, let's. I want to stick on that for 1 second. That was actually a crazy day because there were like there were rumors. People were saying like,
Yeah.
oh, he's coming, he's not coming, because he was at a high school earlier,
True. Like no one really knew.
right? And that day, okay, so before I switched into sports and that, I don't know if you guys know this, but I was doing pre-med, so I was taking all like bio, chem, physics, like crazy.
Or do you have a headache?
Yeah, I have a headache just remembering it.
Just thinking about
So
Yeah.
I had my bio final that day, and
it.
and that was like at the same time that he was at the, what was it called, the SAC, the Student Activity
he was
Center.
at the student
Activity
the
Center.
student center.
Yeah, just about to
Shalala.
perform God's plan.
Shout out to Shalala.
Yeah, shout out to Shalala.
They named it after her.
So I was just like, do I miss this exam? Do I not miss this exam? Do I fail? What I did was I just ran to my exam, did it in like 15 minutes, ran out.
Oh,
But
you're good, because I would have been like
but I still missed.
Drake, and this is the bio
You
test.
still missed him.
I still missed him. Still
You
missed
missed
him.
him?
Still missed
So you rushed your exam,
Yep.
final exam, correct?
Yeah.
Did you pass?
But okay,
I don't remember. I
to
don't
be
want
fair,
To go watch, you didn't even get to see him.
I didn't get
but
to
this
see
is
him.
this is
Oh,
the thing. To be
Lord.
fair, there's like you'll see it in the God's Plan music video. There's like a little like rectangle, and he just came out. Nobody even
Yeah.
knew,
Yeah.
except I remember the lovely girl he gave the scholarship.
So
to.
Yeah.
I was there. That's where I was. I was where he
Oh,
gave the
okay.
scholarship to her, and then that was right before my exam started. So right after that, I went to the exam, and
Oh,
that's
so you
when I
got to
missed the
see
show.
that?
I got to see that.
Oh, but that's great.
Yeah,
You
it
got
was
to see
cool.
something.
But like, everybody else was at the performance where you did God's plan, and then
rushed.
yeah, I still rushed my exam because, you know, like by the time you sit, by the time they hand you the exam, by the time you start, like that's already 15 minutes right there.
Yeah.
And then trying to do it in 15 minutes or less, it was a disaster.
All I know is that I was in some class and nobody knew if it was for sure. And by the time we went out, everybody's like, Drake was just here. And I was like,
I was still in high school at the
Damn.
time.
So
Yeah.
you didn't get
That's
to see him,
crazy.
Annabelle?
Yeah.
You didn't get to see him?
no. Because everybody in the building that I was, everybody was talking about it, but no one knew for sure. So we were trying to find out. And clearly we found out too late.
How crazy is that? Is that in his music video, there's so many people
There's so many people.
in that music video, and you're sitting next to two people who went to UM and weren't at that performance.
That's crazy. That's why I was.
Think about that.
I remember that.
But everything happened so fast.
Yeah.
It wasn't like
Yeah.
So
everybody
it
got
wasn't
to-
like an announcement that.
No.
It was just
Nope.
rumors that he was
Security
going to
was
be
No.
there.
security was probably
at
heavy.
that
Security was
point,
nuts.
at that point, a lot of people were in their classes, and
Yeah.
the people that were there just happened to be walking by to their next class.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
everything just happened like
You
I
caught
would
him
have been
by
one
luck.
of those guys to miss my class.
Yeah.
I would.
Unless
so-
you knew.
So that's
No,
what I
he
was gonna
there.
say. If you guys were in my position, would you have just missed the exam?
I would have
I would've
missed the exam.
It's,
In
Just
one.
Well,
well, listen, it's
An
mind
exam
you.
that's worth majority of your
That's
grade.
what I was gonna say.
Considering you can maybe lie about getting sick or something. You can maybe when are you gonna see Drake
'Kay,
again?
like 10 minutes
First-
before the exam starts. You're gonna say, "Oh, I'm feeling nauseous" or something.
First of all, we were all in that class, and everybody. I remember this. Everybody was saying like, "Can we do this at another time?" Like Drake is here. Like we
Yeah.
want to be there. And the guy was like, "Who's Drake? Like
Oh.
what?
Hey,
Is he this old elderly?
whoever this UM professor
whoever that
is.
was,
Well,
yo, was
el-
good. was good.
elderly professor. I don't even remember his
Aw.
name, but we were just like, this is not happening right now. I'm not writing
I
an
just feel
exam
like-
when Drake is on campus. Like, what?
Like that's
Yeah.
something that you just don't know if we're gonna get the chance again.
Yeah,
You just don't
Yeah.
know.
if you'll ever
Facts.
get that close. I feel
Facts.
like when I was there when he handed the scholarship to the girl was probably the closest I've ever been, like next to him.
So sit
Yeah.
down.
Yeah,
Busy.
and I saw Chubbs. You know Chubbs?
Ooh,
Chubbs was saying
security.
nice.
Yes, sir.
Chubbs was.
Nah, he's a
Chubbs-
solid dude.
Yeah, I'll show you the
No,
videos
and
after.
the girl was actually very sweet. I interviewed her for
Oh,
a
you
thing
did?
that I was doing for UMTV, and she was so sweet. Like,
Yeah, I was gonna ask, was the girl a UM student?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
What happened is, she, according to what I want to know, she applied to a scholarship somewhere, and somehow Drake got to know about it, and then Drake made the decision like, oh, let me step in and like help her out.
That's nice. Yeah,
But-
he's got a good heart.
And now she has a master's. Like,
Yeah.
she's doing big things.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
wow.
she graduated something and he reposted her
yeah.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
Yeah.
either on his story or on his page itself. Like,
Mhm.
4 months ago, maybe. I think
yeah, it was
4 months ago.
recent. It was
Yeah.
recent.
All I know is the dude wants his own team, women's team.
women's team. He needs to make that happen.
Hey, you're
Toronto.
out there.
The Toronto Owls,
I would so
Ooh.
fly
like
out.
that.
Season ticket holder.
I would so fly out. The
Hey, yo,
OVO
Jason, let me
Fest.
get some tickets.
OVO Fest.
Oh,
I want to go so bad.
Can we go?
Yeah,
I'm
We've-
super
we've-
down to
we've-
go.
I'm down
me
to
and
go.
Danny talked about it.
whole squad. We're getting the whole squad.
It's in October, obviously,
Together.
right?
Hey, listen.
No, it's actually not. It's in August.
See,
Oh,
It's first.
How?
It's usually the first week of August. There's a big festival called Caravana Weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So Saturday is where everybody goes on their floats and for Caravana, which is like a Jamaican Caribbean
Yeah.
festival. And then
Jamaican
Sunday
music. Love Jamaican music.
is OVO Fest. But he usually, like I went one year where J. Cole opened on the Saturday. He did like a 2-day festival. I know you love J. Cole.
Love J. Cole.
And
Oh, I know
and then
you
the
do.
next day.
fun fact that the OVO Fest was in London.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, true. You did
I
think it was in
told him.
London.
I told him I
And
thought it was
we
in
were
London.
going back and forth for like 5 minutes. I'm like, bro, OVO Fest is in Toronto. I've been there multiple times. And he's like, I'm like, it's a wireless festival that's in
Exactly.
London. He's like, oh, right.
Okay, there it is. There
In
it
his
is.
deep shock voice. Right,
Oh,
right,
right,
right.
right, right.
Well,
My fault, my
speaking
fault.
of missing,
I love it.
speaking of missing Drake, I have a story.
Oh
Uh-oh.
Lord, here we go.
There was a J. Cole concert recently in Miami,
True.
Yes, sir.
True.
Killed it, by the way.
and Annabella and I were there for a little while.
For a little while, we're like for an
We were-
hour and 30
We
minutes.
were there for like an hour and 30 minutes. We left for said reasons. And as soon as we left, we opened up Instagram,
Chilling.
and guess who popped out?
Sis God
Guess who
himself.
J. Cole brought out?
Sis God himself.
Mr. Aubrey Graham himself. We were so upset.
I was so upset considering
was-
this is the second time that
You
I missed him. So I'm like, Drake, I know you don't know who I am, but
Hey, listen, we're here.
just give me 5 minutes.
And it's
And
so
it was right when we got home. We just unanimously like texted each other like, I can't believe this is happening.
We were just
We were
there.
so upset. We were just there.
and it's crazy because I was supposed to be at that concert with you guys
Yeah.
that night, and I was in Toronto. Funny enough, and
That's
We're just hoping.
Six, man.
Danny
I
texted
was-
me. He's like, "What?"
yeah, I was like, wait, you saw Drake?
was
Like,
like,
he came out. She's like,
No.
she's like, nah.
No.
She's like, I left. I'm like, what do you mean you left?
And
I
Jacob
missed- I
was
missed
out
that
there
whole
for
day.
Jacob was
I
out there
didn't
for
get- I
a
didn't get to go.
while.
Yeah, he was. We were there for a while, but we had to go, and then it was right when we left that he came out.
I'm so
was
mad at
great.
you guys. I'm so mad.
I'm mad
That's
at
all right.
myself.
He'll come around. He has to do a certified lover.
Certified
boy.
Lover Boy
Tour.
for sure. It'll come.
Oh, and
But
I'm
Yeah.
staying
Sure.
until
until it
when the
happens.
crew's cleaning up. I'm just staying here just to see if he walks by.
But you guys are more than welcome to come to Toronto for OVO
Oh,
Fest.
you
We're
know,
definitely-
you know
Oh,
we're
I'm
there.
down.
We're
Yeah,
getting-
I would
we're
love
there.
to.
it's not in London, Harold.
It's
So,
I'll book a
So
flight
make-
anywhere.
so make sure
I'll go to Paris.
make
if I have
sure
to.
that you're booking it for Toronto for OVO.
I'll go to
Fest.
Paris if I have to.
But for what?
Whatever it is.
Whatever.
If he's having a festival, I'm going over there.
Okay, but
London,
we're
going
all
there.
trying to go to the one in Toronto because
Okay,
that's like the
okay.
main one.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Not in London, not wireless.
No, not wireless.
Question, guys. MVP of the rap game right now.
Drake.
Drake?
Um,
J. Cole?
okay, I'm between J. Cole and Kendrick because I love them
Ooh.
both so much.
I love
And I
Kendrick.
think
Shout out to Kendrick. He just performed recently, too.
yes,
Love Kendrick.
and I think they're the two that can probably like make it into those like
Hey, Drake got
hard
much love with
hitting.
the Beatles. Remember that.
yeah. I mean, Drake is amazing, but I don't know. The lyricism
Yeah.
that these two have are just like it's a whole other level.
Have you listened to
The
Certified Lover
poetic
Boy?
lyricism. Certified Lover Boy
Have
is
you?
amazing. Drake is. I love Drake, but I just think that I don't know. There's just something about the writing behind those two is just I don't know. I feel like it's comparable to like the greats.
Production wise, it was not that good.
Which one?
Production wise, Certified Lover Boy. Compared to Donda.
Oh, Donda
Okay.
was.
I just have to say,
She just has to say.
She
I'm
just has to say it.
somehow the past 3 years I've been so happy with how many female artists have been in the rap game
Yep.
all at once. Because I remember when I was in middle school, early high school, it was only like Nicki Minaj and
Yeah.
the rest of Young Money, and it's like I love Nicki Minaj, always has, but damn, I would love to see more women to just say, hey, I like this girl rapper and this rapper and this rapper, and that they're all
yeah.
old boys. So
I want Rihanna to make a comeback.
I love
it's
Riri.
I don't
She's
even
so
think she.
good.
I don't even think she needs a comeback.
She doesn't need it.
She's
She's-
been on top.
She's happy with
She-
her Fenty empire and
She's
ASAP
doing-
Rocky love
Okay.
she's
story.
doing great.
And I'm
Billions.
here for it. I
Billions.
stand.
Comeback meaning like I just want new music.
Oh yeah.
People
Like
been
everyone.
begging on Twitter, like, listen, any new album coming soon, and we
Yeah.
never got
Like-
an answer.
Party Next Door, his album, recent album, dropped a song with Rihanna, featuring Rihanna, and all she had was like, I think it was like the chorus. That's all she had.
No, I want like
Like a
Full
full
on,
on.
full-
Yeah.
full on
She's
Like,
beautiful.
The last one,
Like
Auntie, right?
stunning. Yeah.
That was beautiful. But
We-
that was
we heard
lifetime
it
ago.
one day. We definitely heard one of her songs. I forget which one it was. And then we were just playing that her whole album,
Yeah.
like the rest of the
We were
ride
at
back
work,
home.
and then like on the ride back home, everybody was just playing her.
Yeah, we were all just sending her songs to each other, like good old times of Rihanna back
Yeah.
in the day.
Good old times. But
But what about you, Novella? Who do you think is the best rap right now?
honestly, I love Megan Thee Stallion.
Oy.
Like
Megan Thee Stallion.
Hey,
she writes her
bars,
own crap.
Yeah.
She
Bars.
produces, like, she does so much for her own stuff, and it's just like,
bars.
and
She's
she
amazing.
went to
Yeah.
college all at the same
She
time.
graduated
Yeah.
actually.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
No, she's amazing.
I love
like
Megan.
Yeah.
I love.
She's
Megan.
great.
So,
And
who had album of the year then? If you had to give it to somebody right now,
Drake or Kanye.
Nah.
What about J. Cole?
Well, I mean,
the off season?
if I'm going off of album right now, it's those two, like,
Oh, right now?
comparably.
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
I think J. Cole can have a case for himself.
Yeah.
There's
I think he's had
rapper.
better albums.
there's
True.
a rapper.
I actually really like the off season.
I like
It was
the off season, but
Definitely one of my favorite of his.
Yeah.
For sure.
But album of the year, I mean, right now we're like from this whole year that's passed by.
This whole year
2021.
that
Oh, yeah.
passed by.
Rod Wave, some
Okay.
local dude,
Okay.
St. Petersburg. Nah, he's popping, bro.
Okay.
St. Petersburg.
You need to put me more on the.
I got
for
you.
real, we
road
should
to
like put
that.
them out there.
Nah,
like,
I got,
Yeah,
no,
if we
no,
get
no, no.
enough
He's,
listeners,
he's
that's
popping.
great.
No,
Yeah.
dude is
Popping.
major.
Okay.
But his album is, he's more of like a street pain type
Oh,
of
that's cool.
like dude. Fire.
My boys in Toronto really love Baby Keem.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
sounds so much like Kendrick. They're cousins.
Oh,
Yeah.
are they?
Yes, that's
Oh,
why
I
they
didn't know
sound
that.
so much
Exactly.
alike.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Didn't
Yeah.
they drop like a whole album or song together?
Yeah,
Almost?
they did.
Yeah.
They did.
Over,
They did have
Ro-
Yeah, but they sound so like I
Same.
can't tell who's who because like
They
their
have that-
voices are very
yeah.
similar.
Well,
Yeah.
talking about all those people which have featured one of my favorite artists, and I know that the album might not be as popular to everybody, but the album that Jhené Aiko came out with,
Jhené Aiko,
that
yeah.
really helped me through the pandemic, and even before that, all her albums
So
just like
yeah,
Yeah, I love Janae.
heal me
Yeah.
every time. Like, oh man, I love Jhené.
Yeah.
Some-
So I
She's
love.
great.
She's good.
She's solid.
She's
Yeah.
good. She reminds me like a lot of Riri.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
does.
Just like a
Yeah.
younger version of
And, you know,
Riri.
she has a great song with J. Cole, and
Yeah.
just-
Yeah.
She's
She has
fire.
good. I think she made a Disney song, like on a Disney soundtrack or something for one of the movies. But it's
Really?
amazing. Yeah, I don't remember
wanna
what
hear
song
it.
it was. Yeah, she's has an amazing voice.
Yeah.
so soothing. And she can rap too, so I can be
Yeah.
nice rapping and then
Yeah.
okay, back to healing.
But yeah, for album of the year, I'll give it to Donda.
What?
I'm totally kidding with that one.
They're like,
Man, I
whoa.
almost believed it. I swear to God, I'm like, yo.
No,
if
your
you pick
face
Donda-
went like,
If you pick Donda, bro, it's like, dude, what? Okay, shout out to Kanye, but it's like, no, bro.
No.
he's
no,
just on
no.
something else right now.
Definitely no. I just wanted to see your reaction.
No, bro, don't ever do that again, bro. Don't. It's. So what you think, Certified Lover Boy?
Certified Lover Boy.
I agree.
100.
Even the
100%.
artwork of Certified Lover Boy is just so.
It was.
No.
You
don't like the
it was
artwork of
random.
it?
It was
No.
random. I didn't like it.
Okay, it's hilarious the fact that it was because he was 9 months late for pregnant
Yeah.
woman, but like the original one with the CLB,
CLB
with the flowers,
fire.
fire.
Really?
I don't know if you guys seen it. If you haven't, I'll send it
No.
to you guys. so you
Deluxe,
guys can see
Deluxe
it
might
after.
have that.
Wait, let me look
Yeah.
it up right now. Let me
Deluxe might have it.
Hey, Deluxe
We're-
might have
I
that.
don't think we'll be getting a deluxe version from him.
Well, if Donda dropped a Drake
True.
fire back,
Donda's trying to maintain his level up in the rap game right now. So
he's better
yeah.
off with his little Empire G.
Wait, which one are you talking about?
it's a
The
CLB,
CLB in
with
cursive
the flower.
With the flowers.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that cover was so much better. The pregnant woman one was hilarious, but
I just wonder
Nothing
how
is
many
solid.
times he comes out with something like that's just crazy funny,
just-
and then it's just
Like that look, boom.
Oh wow.
show it to the cameras.
I don't know if y'all can see it. I don't know if y'all can see it, but
do a little
look,
close up.
do a little makeup tutorial. Stop playing. But yeah, man, I mean, and Drake got some pretty famous athlete friends too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
King James.
King James, the second goat,
Hey, listen,
the apparently overrated basketball
Oh
player.
my god.
yeah,
Cindy.
right there. I don't mean to point no fingers,
I
but
mean,
The corner of shame
On the next episode
of the next episode of Off the Court.
we got a new host.
Cindy apparently couldn't make it today.
we're accepting applications online.
Just drop them down.
Harold took her car somewhere.
Hey, listen, I don't know. Hey, I'm here.
Find it on
I'm gonna
Brickle
come.
in his Instagram.
I come late. I come late with a
Well, now you're
suit.
gonna have to take scooters.
the
Nah,
birds.
Bro,
to go
oh, I'm not.
places.
No, we're not doing that. After what I just seen on Saturday, I don't know. I'm traumatized.
That's some crazy.
Nah, but I mean, hey, it is what it is, man.
What do you guys most looking forward to the end of this year and the start of 2022?
Oof. I want to end it on a good note, but I mean,
What would a good note? What's ending it off on a good note mean for you? We can get back to you if you need a little bit of time.
yeah, I need my time to be able to think.
Well, I have a big goal that I've been, working on, but it's just so hard. But I do want to move out,
Okay.
and I
Good.
want to be financially stable enough that I can live happily and,
And you will, and you will.
Amen.
Amen.
It will happen.
There's-
Manifest
Yeah.
it.
And,
Manifestation.
love my mom, and she tells me, it's time to get your own place,
It's
just
time.
to learn how to be in your own space
Yeah.
and
Right.
stuff. And I know, my mom's about to retire, so I know we have family in Venezuela and Colombia, so I know she wants to like travel back and forth, but I love my mom.
Yeah.
She's my everything. But it's time to, enjoy my own company, which is also something that I'm learning how to do, but I definitely want to see that in the forthcoming future.
Amen.
I agree. I think the same as Annabella, actually. Yeah. I
And
think
it's not only about moving out from your parents, but it's also like, I
Yeah.
did this for myself.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
self-accomplishment.
Yeah,
Sure.
and you just want I love my parents, like great relationship with my parents all my life, but it's time.
It's time.
It's
It's time to hit
been
that button.
time.
That eject button.
Yeah. Everybody needs their own space. We should be roommates.
I tell her all the time, she's great. I can cook for you.
I concur. I can cook for you
Hey,
too.
you guys can motivate each other with the competitions.
There it is.
Cindy got me into running. Because
I
I
know,
would
I'm
always
so
see her
happy to
story
see
on
her running.
Instagram.
Inspirational. Oh my God.
Well, you got me to keep
what?
doing
that
it.
that,
To
that
what?
competitive. that
'Cause,
competitive.
okay, with her, it's like, okay, finishing a run. With Den, it's like, oh, I gotta keep this going every day. so we gotta get your Apple Watch, Harold. Just so.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
listen.
you gotta join our competition.
Yeah, I'm taking a little break.
See,
Last week was too much for these legs. So
It's so fun.
And you
So
live by the beach too, so that's a good thing to walk on, run.
Yeah, Actually, I realized. So yesterday, I didn't run on the sand. I ran on concrete, and I realized that running on sand is 10 times better than concrete.
yeah,
Like,
it hurts your shins, right?
yeah, and like I felt it on my knees
It's
too.
it's more strength.
That's why I'm always telling you, I have knee pain because all I run on is concrete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, I just love how much harder it is to run in the sand.
oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Like,
That's probably
is
why you got
crazy.
so good so fast.
I still take a lot of breaks. I still take
That's
breaks.
good.
But I mean, it's-
But even with breaks, your pace is pretty good.
Yeah, which is surprising because yesterday I was like, whoa, like
Yeah.
it was, like the mile was like less than 10 minutes or even less than 9. I was like, that's crazy because I was
Yeah.
taking like quick breaks and then going, stopping, going. But I definitely want to get to your point where you're just like
On one.
on one. Which are you ready for your competition?
I'm ready for my
your
5K.
marathon?
Yeah.
What is it,
Really
on
fun.
So
Thanksgiving?
yeah, it's a Thanksgiving
Tell
5K.
us about it.
It's on Thanksgiving. It's a 5K.
Hey, that's another thing you can accomplish for 2021. So.
I actually 2021. That is a goal of mine. I do want to run a marathon, a whole full 26.2.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not nowhere prepared. I've been running for years now, probably over 10, 15 years.
Oh,
And I don't think even then, I don't think I'm ready for a marathon.
girl,
So
more ready than us.
For
I
sure.
think you're ready.
no, I think I can do a half marathon easily, the 13, but 26 is pushing it.
Yeah, 26 is a
26
lot.
after a while.
Kilometers or
26 miles.
26 miles.
Yeah.
Wow.
You feel it.
Wow.
Yeah, you feel it.
Yeah.
That's
It
like
takes a
how
lot.
long? How long is 26? It's hours.
It takes hours. Yeah. Some people, I think, completed in 4.
Especially once you pass your PR,
Yeah.
that's when you start feeling it for real, for real.
Yeah. I think after that, the runner's high kicks in then.
Boom.
If
Yeah.
you've never felt runner's high, it just feels you're numb.
Yeah.
You don't feel
your feet anymore.
pain anymore. You don't even hear your
Yeah.
thoughts anymore. It's just you're
You're
running
just
and it's
Black
just
out,
you're
just go.
Oh my god.
yeah, your body is heated.
That's crazy.
That's great.
It's
I've never
insane.
been through that,
Wow.
obviously.
It's
but
cool, but I mean, it you have to recover from a marathon. I think there's more recovery than
Then actual
any-
training.
yeah.
Have your ankles ever gotten numb? before from running?
Not well. What happened? I like my knees and my ankles just crack really easily.
Right.
Like any little turn I do, you hear it because
Right.
of so much running. So I don't think by the time I'm older, I'm not gonna have knees. I've accepted my fate.
That's it. You're like, oh,
You
well.
need to start switching to the sand.
Yeah, I should try the
should.
sand, but
You should.
sand reminds me of the hills because hills hurt, but they're good for you.
I love hills.
Yeah.
If I can find a hill up in Sunny Isles, definitely.
Wow, Annabella
Listen, I don't
lives
know
by
about
a park
hills.
with hills.
I don't know about hills, but in Pembroke Pines, there's a really beautiful park
Pembroke where?
called Pembroke Pines.
Pembroke Pines.
Somewhere in the map. Somewhere in the map.
Somewhere in the
It's
map.
next to Miami.
You'll see it. You'll see it.
I've
Just zoom
always heard of Pembroke Pines, but when we spoke about it last week and you told me that it's right next to me, I'm like, I had no idea.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I
you're-
thought it was
You're on
way
the
up
Way up
north.
there.
cusp of Miami-Dade and Broward.
You gotta
Yes,
zoom in.
that
You
is
gotta
true.
zoom in to see Pembroke Pines.
I literally I can start in Miami-Dade and I can run into Broward.
Broward, yeah.
That's how
You can.
Could.
Yeah.
Next time we're carpooling, I'm gonna show you a little bit.
Yeah.
Show
But
you a little bit.
You
of
guys
Pembroke
would love
Pines.
Vista View. It's a beautiful park. It has a lot of greenery,
Nice.
and you see hills, but
Okay.
they're not hills. They're like trash placement of
Kind of. I did
like that's where they place trash under, and like it's a fake hill, but under it is just a bunch of trash.
I did a
But you would never
interesting.
know when you're there. It's just a beautiful park like every other park.
yeah. I did a 5K in that park, and it was the worst 5K I've ever done because it was all on the hill.
Right.
It was called the King of the Hill. If I ever run the King of the Hill, but it hurts, you guys. Like you feel like your thighs are just like on
Burning.
fire.
Fire.
They
Yeah.
I don't know how your practices were for football, but for basketball, like they made us run those hills.
Bro,
Mm.
And
But
those
not-
hills,
not even like the hills are pain, but football drills in the sand.
Bro.
Yeah.
Agility
those are
drills.
tough. Those are tough.
And mind
But-
you, my
but-
coach had us wearing boots. So just imagine you doing agility like ladders
Tough.
with
Oh my
boots
God.
on.
Bro,
Tough.
when I used to run back in the day on a team, our coach for punishment, they couldn't punish us with running because that's what we do.
Yeah.
So our punishment were football drills, and that like I just threw up everything.
Oh,
Hits
Yeah,
you,
it's
hits
it's
you, hits you.
brutal the way that they do football
It hits you,
drills are
it
like
hits- and
they're no joke.
especially like middle of the summer.
Yeah,
It's tough.
Ooh,
Have you guys ever ran like on ski hills before?
no,
Nah.
I've never.
That's
Really?
that's what they put us on,
that's crazy.
and with people on our back.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
Lord.
Not kidding.
that's so crazy.
That's kind of like torture.
It.
Damn.
Listen,
Hey, they want you to become an NBA player, so that's how it is. But here I am today.
all I know,
Talking about the NBA.
all I know is
Close
that
enough.
those suicide drills are not no joke neither.
Suicides are no joke.
Yeah, they're
Especially,
not.
especially on the
joke, yeah.
football field.
How are the
Football- oh,
suicides
yeah.
again? Is that
So
the one that you start, you go, and then you go back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
So
you
like,
go
Okay.
so let's do it in the basketball aspect. So
Mhm.
there's the baseline,
baseline,
then the free throw,
free throw, back,
half court line, then the free throw on the other side, and the baseline on the
Other
other
side.
side.
and then go back,
But you would go like baseline, free
back.
throw, back to the
Okay.
baseline, from the baseline to half court, back to the baseline to the other free throw line,
Baseline.
back to baseline, then baseline to baseline.
I think
Yeah.
last time I did that, I was in 8th grade because I joined the basketball girls team.
Yeah.
Did not know how to play basketball, but the coach was like, "Hey, you're tall. You're on the team." And I was like,
Oh,
"Okay."
But you know, it
But
wasn't.
we did suicides, and that got me on shape. But I was like,
But
"My
suicides, like
God."
it wasn't just like one in a row. Like it was like 5 or until like they just
And then-
blow the whistle.
And then if like one of your teammates is late,
oh,
You have to start
that's
over,
the
right?
worst.
And then you have to start over
that
Yeah.
happened to me once.
from 0.
That happened to me once. I was the last one.
Oh my
Lord.
gosh.
horrible.
That was like my
Well,
first
horrible.
year.
Funny enough you say it because a lot of people on my track team were football players.
Yeah.
So the football players, I guess they would like take longer to come out, and my coach didn't like that. So the football players would always make us late, and they'd make us do those football drills.
Nah, but it's
The
like
somersaults across the 50-yard line, that I will never.
sometimes you have to do a rollover. Like you have to roll
Yeah.
the 100. Like you got 100 yards to go
The
down.
bear crawls. Ugh.
Wheelbarrow, everything.
The
But you know
Where?
what's funny is like I would today I would love to do those drills.
Really?
Nowadays, I would not like to do that.
I don't think I can do that.
I do, like, I have a basketball court in my complex, so like when I'm not running on the sand, like I do the suicides on the basketball court.
Oh my God. No
Yeah.
wonder you close your ring
I'm
so
bro, you
fast.
cheating, bro.
How's that cheating?
Cheating, bro.
That's
Cheating, bro.
that's a
You're
workout.
putting in that rooftop throwing,
you get to
fetching
your
it to your
points.
dog or something, bro. I don't know.
What dog? What dog?
Your
So you're
neighbor's
so
dog.
over your limit too. So you burn all your goal and then you go way over. And I'm like, dang.
It's impossible, bro.
That's what I'm telling you guys. You just.
I will say though, now as an adult, I do like those kinds of workouts better than going to the gym. Because I feel like after the pandemic shutdown, like I just want to be out as much as I can.
True.
I love
I-
being outside.
I was never a cardio dude. I was always like straight
Yeah.
dumbbells.
You wanna
Leg
come
press.
teach me the football drills on the beach?
I got you, bro. Nah, it's,
Cool.
it's tough. I'll tell you that for
Right.
sure.
Let's get the equipment.
I've never
let's
done
get
one,
it done.
so I definitely want to go
then,
check it
then
out
it's a reason
myself.
for you to put the watch on.
No, I can put it on. I just never decide to. It's uncomfortable for me, bro.
Oh, so you guys, we have to explain the competition because we didn't kind of
True.
go over that. So we have all had this competition going on with our Apple Watches because it has a fitness app. So every time that you close a circle, you get a certain amount of points. And so one day at work, Danny and I were like, oh, we have Apple Watches. Let's compete. So we started competing with each other.
You didn't know what you were getting yourself
No, I
into.
didn't. At first, it was just Danny and I just messing around and like wanting to compete and close our rings. And then it slowly started turning into more people joining our competition.
Yep.
And
This last competition, I was competing with 8 people.
yeah, me too.
Wow.
8. And
Oh.
but the thing is that you guys, you guys are fun to compete against, but it's mostly my
Light work.
light
Say-
work.
just say-
Sorry,
just say-
I'm
just
just
say
gonna say it. It's simply light work.
I gave up
Okay.
last week because you already beat me the first day. So and like
Yeah.
you said, if I don't do it the first
If you
day,
don't do it the first day,
like-
it's game over.
because
Yeah.
if he makes,
Game over.
for example, you can only go up to 600 points a day,
Correct.
and if I miss that, I cannot catch up the next day.
Definitely not.
You know what made me so upset? So
What?
this past weekend I went not to Disney World, but Disney Springs. So it's like downtown
yeah.
Disney. So you still get to walk around a ton. I walked around for like
But you forgot
2-3
to track
hours.
it.
My Apple Watch had been dead the entire time, so nothing got
Oh, I
tracked.
know that hurts.
I must have walked like 10,000
Right.
steps.
But let me tell
Would have
you,
thrown that on Danny's face, but now you have
false.
no
We
evidence.
That
gotta
is
play
false.
basketball.
False, because she messed up on the first 2 days herself, so she wouldn't have been able to catch up. So
Yeah.
we really wouldn't have helped.
In other words,
Sorry.
Dennis saying y'all light work. I'm just trying
I
to I'm just
know.
trying to instigate this whole
Light work.
situation.
But
Light work.
I was just trying to be
What's
nice.
light work? We're light
See?
work.
We're easy.
I'm just trying to instigate this whole
I
situation.
was trying to be nice, but Harold threw it out there. Definitely
light
light work. But my
But at the
friends
same
in Canada are the ones who really put me like into work. So they're the ones who I'm really competing against because
Damn.
they will close the 600 in a matter of 6 hours.
What? What do they do?
They
They
do.
do.
The same
They
thing.
do what
same
they
thing
do.
that
The
I do.
same
They don't
thing.
cheat. We don't cheat. We're not
Cheaters,
cheaters.
cheaters,
Harold.
You know
cheaters.
what? You know what?
Cheat.
You know what? I'm gonna do a day in the life of a competition for 7 days, and I'll
Okay.
show you what I do.
Cheater. Bro,
He wants proof.
bro.
I will
exactly.
give you proof.
Exactly.
Put the watch on, and then you will get my notification.
Listen, my watch. Hey, listen, whatever my watch is my watch, man. I'm not putting that on. I'm not putting
He
that on
closed
at
her
all.
rings today.
I closed all 3.
You did it?
Let's see. Let's see.
Cheater.
Cheater.
See, I didn't close my rings today.
Exactly. See?
I told you I took a little break today.
How
I
about
had a
cheater?
rough week.
Cheater.
I needed to just chill. I needed to relax the legs.
Cheater.
To relax the legs.
No
That's
more,
true.
You gotta-
We did
you
need to
gotta
chill
ice
for
it.
this first episode.
No
Like,
more concrete.
He got
Yeah,
to
I
isolate
was-
LeBron James.
I was mentally.
Put ice on it. Walk
I was
around.
doing the Calm app that LeBron does.
Oh, hey.
Oh.
Mentally preparing for episode number 1 of Off the Court, and we were preparing. We had a phone call earlier of what we
No
need
meeting.
our meeting.
No, you guys were awesome. Like
Our-
we planned the logo. We got our call.
yeah,
yeah,
Guys, we did this legit, I want to say less than a week.
in
Yeah.
less than a week.
less
Mostly
than a
on,
week.
over the weekend.
Over the weekend.
Yeah,
So,
Last week we planned it. We did it.
And you guys are so easy to work with.
Yeah,
Like everybody
That's-
wants to do
That's
it.
true.
Everybody's open to criticism and everybody's open to different ideas. So
Cool.
it's
100%.
not-
Yeah.
and like shout out to Cindy because when Harold and I, when we had that initial back and forth of the sport debate. And we were talking to Cindy. She came up to us one day. She's like, so when are we getting this started? And I'm like, yeah, soon enough. Soon. She's like, no. Like,
when?
No, yeah.
When?
Yeah, we need to get that done.
When is this happening? So shout out to you.
Thanks.
How
do you guys think our first episode went?
I think we killed it.
We killed it
we killed it
for like
less
than a week span. I know I keep saying it, but it's crazy, bro.
It's true.
It's true.
Like I don't think nobody builds a podcast in less than a week.
Yeah, and also
plan
shout
this.
out to Danny, because Danny,
For real.
you put in a
Push,
lot of
yeah,
work. You
push
put in the effort.
It
You got
was
us together.
It was a team effort. It was definitely a team effort.
You're a captain. You're
Yes,
the
sir.
captain.
No. We're all in this together. Just that like that High School Musical.
Love the dance.
But I'm gonna say one thing is that our rundown of the show, it happened today.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah,
That's
that
right.
one-
It happened.
4 hours.
4 hours ago.
4 hours ago. Because
but there's a reason. 'Cause,
there is
like,
a reason.
We always want to give you guys the most
Up to
up to date
Yes, sir.
topics. So, for example, today's a Monday. We wanted to give you guys what happened over the weekend. So, we kind of wanted to make it as close to when it happened as possible.
Yeah.
Right. So that's one of the reasons why 4 hours ago we put the last minute
Everything.
pieces together, and Cindy made this amazing
Logo.
logo. So shout out to Cindy.
Shout out to
This
Canva.
Canva. Yep,
I love
yep.
Cut the
Canva.
check.
But I
Cut the
love
check.
Cindy. I love Canva, but I love Cindy more.
Oh, thank you.
But yeah, guys, this was an amazing first episode. Truly happy to be here with you guys, and I'm so happy that it happened. Like Harold said, in less than a week.
Less than a week.
Maybe we should have named it Less Than a Week podcast.
I'm about to get a shirt. less than a
Actually,
week.
we had a lot of names. It was the Nameless Podcast.
Nameless.
Yeah.
Yep.
know,
115
115.
115.
off the court.
Off
So
the
on the
court.
Crossover.
the crossover,
Which is
I'm-
already a podcast. So
Yeah.
we're gonna do it.
Shout out to you.
Shout out,
Shout out to Off the Court.
Shout out to whoever you are.
Y'all stole my name, but it's all good.
So
You know.
definitely love Off the Court. Excited for what's to come in the future. My name is Danny. You can find me on Instagram, DannyTBI, or at the Basketball Insider.
My name is Harold. Y'all can find me at bcb.h. I messed up on that, but it's all good though. Y'all can find me on Instagram, bcb.h. You know what it is.
Me for Bella, you can find me at Bathing Bella, and also at Bella Speed to see more of my professional work.
And you guys can find me at _ Cindy Carolina _ and you can find us at Off the Podcast. At Off the Podcast, yeah.
Off the court.
Off the
podcast.
court. You can find.
It's
Hey,
all
listen.
good.
Hey, listen. This is the first. Hey, listen. First episode.
This
We're
is
not
all
ready for this at all. You can follow us at Off the Court
Court
Podcast
Podcast.
on Instagram.
And it's gonna be all right here on our names.
Probably
right
not
here
down here.
in
Probably,
the description level. In the
Yeah.
description, and you
Follow
can
me
find.
first.
hey, listen. Come on, man.
They didn't mess up. Follow them.
So this podcast will be on YouTube, on Apple Music, on Spotify. You're gonna see us on Instagram as well. You're gonna see a lot of us on Instagram as well. So get ready. So yeah, that's a wrap. Like, comment, subscribe. Wow, I've always wanted to say that.
Me too.
Let me tell
Like,
you.
comment,
too.
Let
subscribe.
me tell you. Okay, let's say it on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Like,
comment,
Comment and subscribe. I was late, but it don't matter.
Have a great night. Have a great rest of your week. We're truly excited for this. Peace. Off the court, baby. Off the
Buenas
court.
Off the court on 3. Off the court on 3.
1, 2, 3. Off the court.
court.
Let's go.
Hey, good job.